Hey guys, I got the budget track beater up on the lift today. This car's a 2007 and it has 160,000 miles. So I definitely want to make sure this car is mechanically sound before we head to the track, and this car experiences grip levels and speeds that it's never seen before. So a couple of the main things I want to check out are the wheel bearings and all the control arm bushings, as well as give it a kind of a once over to make sure everything else looks solid and I don't have any other issues that I need to address. I live in Missouri. We have some long, crappy winters. It's cold, there's ice, snow, they salt the roads. So one of the issues that you need to look out for with any vehicle you buy around here is rust. Checking out the bottom side of this car, it doesn't look too bad, but there is some surface rust forming on mainly the axle housing, the sway bar end links. So some parts that are going to be replaced anyway, but it's just one thing to take note of. Here you can see the sway bar end link. This is going to be replaced, as well as the sway bar itself. So not really a concern for me. The frame rails all look very solid. No concerns there. So we'll just continue around, check out the rest of the car. All right, so coming around to the front of the car, checking out the lower control arms, you can definitely see they have some surface rust forming on them. It's actually starting to flake off in spots. So that is a definite concern for me. The speeds and the grip levels that this car is gonna see, that I'm gonna say that is unsafe. So I have ordered some new control arm bushings from Maximum Motorsports for this bushing here, as well as the hydraulic bushing in the back. And as you can see, that this back bushing has all kinds of little cracks forming in it, and that bushing is shot. So I'm going to go ahead and find me another set of control arms to throw on here, possibly buy a new set if I have to. That way I'll also get some new ball joints at the same time. Those look like they're due for replacement. Another thing I am noticing here is the condition of the tie rods. So one of the things I did get with this car was all of the maintenance records. So every receipt for everything, since this car was brand new, all the oil changes, everything. So I know these tie rods are not very old. So I might try to just hit them with some Scotch-Brite or some steel wool, and then spray a fresh coat of paint on there. Probably go ahead and pull them off completely and run a thread chaser down the threads on the inner tie rods, just to clean up the threads. Last thing I'd want to run into is an issue where, say I'm trying to reset the toe at the track and screw up the threads. So we just want to clean that up and make sure it's not going to become an issue later. I just noticed something pretty interesting to me that I did not know about these cars. So this car is a solid axle, right? So normally a solid axle car is going to have a slip yoke at the transmission for the drive shaft. This allows the drive shaft to essentially change in length when the rear end moves up and down over bumps, under compression. So the drive shaft has to change length because the distance between the transmission and the rear end is changing lengths, excuse me. So one of the interesting things on here is this has a fixed yoke on the transmission, but it also appears to be a two-piece drive shaft. So this will it will slip in and out of each other and change lengths. So here's another issue. This is the rear lower control arm bushing. As you can see, that thing is totally shot. So that is going to need replaced before this car heads to the track. Here's the other bushing. See if I can get some light on here. That thing, cracked completely around the center. So that is going to have a ton of slop in the rear end. basically make the car very difficult to drive because your alignment settings are going to be changing all the time. As you go around a corner, your alignment's going to change. So it's going to make the car very unpredictable, and it's really not safe. So that will need to be replaced also. All right, just got done checking out the car. You know, really no surprises. It was about what I expected for a car of the age and the mileage that this one has. Really, the main issues that we saw on the inspection were the front and rear control arm bushings, as well as the front lower control arms look suspect to me. The sway bars, you know, had some surface rust. The end links had some rust, but those are going to be replaced. I have a set of white line sway bars sitting at home, waiting to go on. Probably go ahead and replace the rear panhard bar as well. The bushings are likely in the same condition as the control arms. You can't really get a good look at them without taking it off, but I would expect about the same. Plus, when I lower the car, you will need an adjustable panhard bar to recenter the axle in the car. So that's going to be something that needs to get replaced anyway. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will try to keep them coming. Thank you.